Could Jennette McCurdy's new autobiography, I'm Glad My Mom Died, be adapted into a movie? And more importantly, should it? If we're asking the question, can the story be adapted into a film? I think the answer is an easy yes. This isn't just my favorite book that I've read this year. This is my favorite piece of art made this year. That includes albums, video games, and movies. It's the perfect blend of sad, dark, funny, heartwarming. It has literally everything I could ever ask for. I recently got hired at a job where I'm allowed to sit around for 6 hours a day. And I thought, instead of just looking at my phone the entire time, which I love to do, I thought I could take this time to remember how to read. I held back so many tears, but I laughed so loudly, so proudly. So if I don't think the story is a problem for making a movie, then what is the problem? I'm not going to spoil anything about the book, but if there's one thing you ought to know about it for this video, is that Jennette McCurdy has issues with acting. Jennette started becoming an actor when she was 6 years old. It wasn't her choice. She was forced to go on these auditions, and it certainly wasn't her choice to become famous. And from what I remember, acting brings out painful memories and just disgusting gut feelings for her. A lot of this book takes place before she was even 18, so I could see her having some issues with hiring a minor and then becoming a child star, and perhaps continuing the cycle of pain that she went through. I don't know how she feels about child stars in general, but I can see her being wary or just straight up think that it's the wrong thing to do. And maybe there's a part of me still deciding whether I like the idea of it or not. On one hand, it could be some kid's dream to become an actor, and they might be really good at it, and you don't want to, stunt them, and they might be very successful at it. And that could be a great thing if you're a good parent and you don't let them get abused. But every kid deserves a childhood. Every kid deserves to feel safe, listened to, and they certainly don't have to feel like they have to make all the money in their family. So can the movie be made without a child actor? Yes. And I think there's a couple ways to do it. I think the simplest solution to get around all of that is just to make an animated movie. But I think animated movies aren't necessarily, the most mainstream thing. I think that maybe this is for an older audience, and sometimes older audiences are silly and they think animation is for kids. It's really not. But I can see that just being torn down immediately because of that. I think this fix could actually make the movie a bit more personal. See, if Jennette wanted to come back for acting just for this project, maybe she could voice all of the ages of herself. You could probably make a movie from the audiobook, which is just her reading the book and then putting visuals over it. And speaking of just acting it out, I think another great way to do it is just film it Hamilton style. See, back before it was a book, she used to do one-woman shows. So maybe it would be something as simple as going up on stage and reading and acting out the events of the book. You could do it in front of an audience, but you could also just do it anywhere. You can get your creative angles in. Maybe I'm just ignorant, but how many one-woman shows are there that are mainstream? I think this could be very good for that genre. And I think even if you wanted to do like a movie too, that's totally fine. You could have the live show and then you can have the movie. I just want all the versions of this that I can possibly get, I guess. So if there was a movie made about I'm Glad My Mom Died and it starred a child actor, as long as Jennette McCurdy was ahead of the project, I would not be upset, I don't think. First of all, I don't have the perspective of being a famous child actor. Second, I believe in Jennette McCurdy. I think she would handle it as respectfully and as carefully as possible. This book means a lot to me. I don't believe that it needs a movie. I'm just doing this for fun, and I hope I handled it as respectfully as I could. And to be honest with you guys, I just needed a space to talk about and get these ideas out of my brain when I become obsessed with something. So thanks, see ya, bye.